I want the Christians to come and tell me whether finish means finish. First is for what the Father had given me to finish. Now, he tells us in John 17, verses 3 and 4, that he finished the job long before his alleged crucifixion, long before. When there was nothing about the crucifixion, he said his job is finished. Listen. And this is life eternal, Jesus says. And this is life eternal, that they should know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. This is like saying, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Isa Rasulullah. This is it. This is life eternal. If you accept that, salvation is yours. That's what he says. And in the Holy Quran we are told, Qul, tell them, Ya Ahl al-Kitab, O people of the book, O Jews and Christians, La taghlu fi dinikum. Do not go to extremes in your religion. Don't go to extremes. They are going to extremes. Jesus Christ was born miraculously. So one group of people, the Jews, they insinuate that he is the illegitimate son of Mary because he's got no father. One extreme. The Christian says because he's got no earthly father, his father is God. Another extreme. So Allah tells us to tell them, you're not doing the job. Allah is, you bacha the Quran, you're repeating it how many times? Ya Ahl al-Kitab, la taghlu fi dinikum, wa la taqulu ala Allah illa al-haq. And don't say anything about Allah except the truth. Innamal Masih, most certainly the Messiah, Isa ibn Maryama, Jesus the son of Mary, Rasulullah, is the messenger of Allah. Wa kalimatuhu, and a word proceeding from him, alqaha ila Maryam wa ruhum minhum, which he bestowed upon Mary, and a spirit proceeding from him. Fa'aminu billahi wa rasulihi, so believe in Allah and his messenger, Jesus Christ. What did Jesus say? And this is life eternal, that they should know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. Do you believe that? If you don't, you're not a Muslim. We believe that there is but one Allah, and Hazrat Isa alayhi salam was his messenger. So from what Jesus said, you have life eternal. You don't have to worry. You don't expect anybody to be killed for you now. No qurbani required of Jesus or anybody else. No qurbani, no sacrifice. This is what he says, unless he's speaking with a tongue in his cheek. You know, tongue in his cheek means you say something but you mean something else. You don't expect Jesus Christ to do that, playing tricks upon his hearers, his listeners. And this is life eternal, that they should know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. Next verse. Now, he looks up towards heaven, he says, I have glorified thee, telling Allah, I have glorified thee, I have praised you on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. I have finished it. Job is done. There's no crucifixion in sight, nowhere. He says, I finished the job. Now, O Lord, glorify me as I glorified you. Give me my reward, my pay. When you say you finished the job, your boss gave you a job to do. And you completed, ya toho, whatever it is. You took a little job. Whether plumbing, electrician, carpentry, bricklaying, whatever. And now, you said, what job you gave me? I finished. Where's my pay? I want my pay. So he's asking for his pay. Did he finish the job? He says he finished it. And what was the job? Glorifying God and telling them that he is a messenger of God. That's all. That's the mission. I want somebody to come and tell me that he didn't finish the job. I want somebody to tell me that Jesus was not speaking the truth. I want them to come forward and tell me. The man said, I finished the job. Give me my pay. He's asking Allah for pay. As I glorified you, now you have me also glorified, praised. You tell me, no, he didn't finish it. I want to hear that. Now the ministry of Jesus was limited. He came to reform the Jews. He came to reform them, take them out of the formalism, ceremonialism, going for the letter of the law, forgetting the spirit. And this is the whole teaching. Again and again, he's condemning the Jews. He's explaining to them, it's not this, but that. He said, it has been said by them of old time. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, resist not evil. He who strikes you on the right cheek, give him the other. If a man takes away your coat, give him your cloak also. If a fellow makes you to walk 1 mile, walk with him 2. He said, agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art with him on the way, before he takes you before the magistrate and makes you to part with your last farthing. Good advice that. Don't go to court. It's a good advice, I tell you. But this is his teaching. This is what he came to do. He said, you, when you fast, don't fast as the hypocrites do, but fast like this. When you give charity, don't make a noise, don't broadcast it. What your right hand gives, the left hand mustn't know. That's not Islam. That's only half. When I have an opportunity, I'll explain to you. This is only half of Islam. But for their needs, it was perfect. For the sickness of the Jews, this was perfect. Our Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he comes, he is told in the verse that we started with, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ, we have not sent you, don't make a mistake. This was towards the end of his earthly sojourn. Arabia was at his feet. He could afford now to sit back and relax. After 60 years of trials and tribulation, he can now sit back and relax. It was only a question of polishing up the ummah. That's all. Job was done. Not for him. Allah sends his messenger, Jibreel, tells him, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا كَافَّةً لِلنَّاسِ. He said, we have not sent you, but as a mercy unto the whole of mankind. Bashirun, as a giver of glad tidings. وَنَذِيرٌ, and as a warner. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. But the majority of mankind, the bulk of mankind, still don't know. As the Muslim Arab Urdu poet would say, وَقْتَ فُرْسَتْ ہے کہاں کام ابھی باقی ہے نور توحید کا اتمام ابھی باقی ہے. There is no time for leisure. There's work to be done. The banner of Tawheed is to be lifted up. There's no time for leisure. What does he do? What did he do? Immediately he called the scribes. Those who could write. He says, bring out your parchments and write. What? Letters to the Emperor of Persia. To the Emperor of Persia. To the Emperor at Constantinople. Heraclius at Constantinople. To the King of Egypt, the King of Yemen, and the Nagas of Abyssinia. 5 letters. He had them dictated. And 5 horsemen, ashabas. A horse, an ashaba, a companion, and a scroll. 1,000 miles this way, 1,500 miles this way, 1,000 miles across the Red Sea, and on and on. 5 people, he sent them out in his lifetime. This is the example he set for us. This is the example he set for us. If he had our petrodollars, and if he had the printing machines that we have at our disposal, wouldn't he have flooded the world with the Quran, I ask you? One man, invaluable ashab. One horse, invaluable animal. One horse, one man, and one scroll. One scroll. I saw this scroll like this, brownish, like thin plywood. I saw it in the Topkapi Museum in Istanbul. It's almost falling to pieces. We can't read it because the writings are scratchy. You know, we are used to nice, bold hand, round hand writing, like this one of Yusuf Ali. You know, nice, bold handwriting. It's easy for us with the fatha, kasra, dhamma, you know, the vowel points. But the Arabs didn't write the vowel points. They understood their own language. They wrote without the vowels. Zabar, zer, pesh. You know, we say dhamma, fatha, kasra. They didn't write that. So it's hard for us to read. But side by side, they have got a transcript in ordinary Arabic, the Arabic that we read. And you can read, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. From Muhammadur Rasulullah to Heraclius, the emperor at Constantinople. I invite you to the religion of God. Accept it and be benefited. Then another verse from the Quran. قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ. Say, O people of the book, O Jews and Christians, ta'alaw, come. إِلَىٰ كَلِمَةٍ سَوَاءٍ بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكُمْ. That we come to common terms as between us and you. أَنْ لَا نَعْبُدَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. That we worship none but Allah. وَلَا نُشْرِكَ بِهِ شَيْئًا. And that we associate no partners with Him. وَلَا يَتَّخِذَ بَعْضُنَا بَعْضًا أَرْبَابًا مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ. And that we do not take from among ourselves lords and patrons other than Allah. فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا. But if they turn back, فَقُلُوا شَهِدُوا بِأَنَّا مُسْلِمُونَ. Tell them that we at least